On this episode of Days of Our Lives, Brady scares Marlena, Stephanie has a bombshell at home, and Gabi and Stefan leave Kristen with little choice. Brady is informed by Marlena at home that Grandpa Tim's new location is where John wants them all to eat dinner. Perfect, says Brady. They'll be able to rejoice that he's gotten Rachel back because of Gabi and Stefan. Brady acknowledges that they're planning to make it appear as though Kristen is abusing Rachel when Marlena challenges him. What? Marlena gulps. Gabi tells Stefan that she's having second thoughts about being a mother while she edits Rachel's movie. Stefan understands, but it's just a tool. Rachel won't suffer any consequences from this, and the footage won't ever be made public. Stefan refers to Gabi's finished video as a cinematic masterpiece. It will guarantee that Kristen complies with their requests in order to avoid going before a judge. Gabi is still nervous, and it's not just about Brady. He'll want to utilize the film for himself, she understands that. Stefan asks if he will discover a different strategy to win his daughter back. EJ brings up business as he and Kristen stroll through the square following a fun sibling lunch at the bistro. Kristen smirks, presuming he wants to talk about her Demira shares, and there it is. He describes how, following Vivian's shooting of Dimitri until he signed over his shares, Stefan and Gabi declined to summon an ambulance. Strangely, Kristen respects that. EJ believes she might be their next target. She should therefore temporarily transfer her shares to him in order to keep her secure. Kristen lets out a loud giggle. EJ says all right, she can keep her shares, but she will need to assist him in eliminating Stefan. Kristen needs more time to consider it. Chad and Stephanie are seated at a table, and someone is observing them via the window of the Brady pub. He repeats what Steve stated regarding her desire to wed. Though ashamed, Stephanie acknowledges Steve is correct. She didn't want to put him under pressure, but she couldn't help but wonder why he invited her to move in with him and his children if he didn't think marriage was in their future. Chad splutters. It was the next logical step. After that, what's the next step? She queries. Matrimony, he answers. In due course, she queries whether he is reconsidering them. Brady acknowledges to Marlena at home that the proposal is drastic, but Kristen has already harmed Rachel emotionally, even though she would never physically harm her. He worries that Kristen will make Rachel oppose him. Horrified, Marlena worries what will happen to Rachel or a judge when they find out the truth. Steve tells his wife at Kayla's office that he attempted to get Chad to take the lead with Stephanie. Kayla believes he could have caused more harm than good. Steve tells Kayla to butt out when he tries to head back over there. He fears that Chad's love for Abigail is too great for Stephanie to ever match. Kayla remembers how difficult it was for her to believe that Steve had passed away, and a piece of her did. In a flashback, a limping Steve begs Kayla to save his life. In her absence, he was nothing. Before flatlining, he declares his love for her. Chad is taken aback when Stephanie tells him in the pub how pleased he is to live with her. Things were going really good, he thought. Stephanie is aware that she will always be in Abigail's shadow. She describes how, on Abigail's birthday, he distanced himself and forbade her from going to her grave. Chad believed that was something the whole family ought to have done. And who am I? She queries. It seems to her like she is not welcome in her own house. He needs some wiggle room because he wants to start a life with her. She has made an effort to show him respect, but he has not returned the favor. He shoots back, "You're not the one whose wife was brutally murdered." Brady acknowledges that the idea is hazardous at John and Marlena's, but it's his only option at the moment. Inquiring as to when he can expect the footage, he phones Stefan. "They'll be right over," replies Stefan. Kristen heads back home after Stefan ends the call. She informs them that EJ made a compelling case for her to go out with him. Gabi shows her the video and says she wants to pitch her too. When Kristen encounters Rachel, she claims her mother did it to her, and she has a fake black eye and lip cut. Kristen is furious and calls what they did repugnant. She was not going to harm her daughter. "Are you certain of that?" Gabi queries, bringing up the clip of Kristen yelling that Rachel would be disciplined whatever she sees fit. Wondering why Stefan is playing her, Kristen loses it. "I believe you are aware," he replies coolly. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.